Hello and we welcome you to this special chat session with two young and dynamic officers of Delhi Police, Additional CP Sanjay Sain and Additional CP Pratiksha Godara. Both these bright officers are from key agencies of Delhi Police that actually ensure security in the national capital. Sanjay Sain is Additional CP in the Delhi Crime Branch and Pratiksha Godara is Additional CP in Delhi Police Special Cell, which is the counter-terror unit of Delhi Police. Today they are going to talk to us about how they have relentlessly working on safety and security of the national capital. Sanjay Sain and Pratiksha Godara both are 2011 AGMAT cadre IPS officers. We'll start with Sanjay Sain, sir. The list is long, but we would tell you that he was decorated with the President Police Medal for Gallantry for his gallant act during his tenure as the SP rowing. And he also won the State Gold Medal in the year 2019 for nabbing 9 armed insurgents. He also won the FICCI Smart Policing Award in the anti-drug for his anti-drug squad. As DCP Northeast, he's known for starting Operation Ankush and the shockwave policy that was very successful in its working and provided a platform, Nagrik Bharat Bhaichara Samiti, which is still connecting the people in Northeast together with its program Ummeed. On his initiative, Ratan Lal Medal for promoting communal harmony, it is one of the warmest initiatives I think started in Delhi Police that was done for the memory of late Head Constable Ratan Lal, who lost his life in the line of duty during the Northeast riots. Presently, he's the Additional CP Crime Branch, as I just mentioned, and he was awarded Commendation Disc by the Commissioner of Police for operational duties. Also, the Special Commendation Disc Gold by the Commissioner of Police in recognition of outstanding contributions to the implementation of the new criminal laws. He's cracked several high-profile cases in the crime branch. Speaking of Additional CP Pratiksha Godara, let me tell you, she is the first woman officer to be posted in the Delhi Police Special Cell, the counter-terrorism unit. She was heading the SIT that was probing the Parliament attack case in 2023. Thank you so much for joining us. So, we would like to start with you, sir, talking about the crime branch. जब हम crime branch के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं तो crime branch has a huge gamut of cases from human trafficking, narcotics, cybercrime, and organized crime. So, starting with organized crime, if you could tell us how the crime branch is working on cracking the organized crime in the city, and what are the various ways that the crime branch is doing this?
See, crime branch has been successfully cracking organized crimes. It is not limited to only traditional organized crime.
Right.
It was bootlegging, gambling, drug trafficking, illicit liquor. Now it has the most vulnerable form of organized crime like cybercrime.
Okay.
So crime branch is taking action against all these persons who are involved in organized crime. If we talk about drug trafficking, that is the topmost priority of the central government, and under the central government Nasha Mukt Abhiyan, Honorable LG sir has also taken so much of interest, and Delhi Police has seized huge quantity of drugs, and destruction program is also undertaking under the banner of crime branch unit.
It is.
You can see the more than 1500 kilogram drugs has been destruction program was there, and around 74 cases has been registered under NDPS Act by crime branch alone. If we talk about the illegal firearms cases, the crime branch has registered more than 95 cases alone.
Okay.
Where 217 arrests are there, more than 280 firearms has been seized.
Okay.
Around 780 cartridges have been recovered.
Okay.
If you see the data, 121 criminals have been arrested, and more than 500 parole jumpers, proclaimed offenders, rewarded criminals have also been arrested. So this is about cracking the gangsters and gang related crime and illegal firearms. If we talk about the illicit liquor,
Yes.
there is huge catch by the crime branch.
Okay.
So more than 500 cases have been registered and cracked by the crime branch or organized crime.
Okay.
And organized crime, if we talk about this particular crime, the new laws has come up very well, and
Yes.
these laws are helping in cracking the cases as well as nabbing the criminals.
Yes.
Like if we talk about section 111 and 112,
Hmm.
which talks about the
Hmm.
organized crime, action over the organized criminals.
Hmm.
So these laws are also helping, and crime branch has been very
Proactive.
successful, proactive in using these sections to curb the organized crime.
True. Right. Ma'am, I have a similar question
Yes, please.
for you.
Mhm.
So the special cell has been also, breaking the back of a lot of gangs and gangsters, and there
Mhm.
have been some very successful operations that special cell conducted
Mhm.
and has been doing it
Yes.
quite regularly. So what is the successful approach that the special cell has to eliminate these gangs?
The gangster, which the special cell, the way special cell is hitting, is a three-pronged approach which we are using.
Okay.
So one is nabbing the shooters. So from where they are actually recruiting the shooters. So that is one part. The general recruitment which we are understanding is coming from the youth who are either unemployed or somehow has come in touch with these gangsters through social media.
Okay.
So once we start identifying that part, then we are majorly focusing on social media networks, how they are penetrating these social media networks. We are also we have our own penetration as well as we monitor their social media accounts.
Okay.
So there was one very specific case. There is a paper cutting, when you will come across it. This was a Goldie Barar gang. We almost identified 11 odd shooters from 6 states.
Okay.
One person was recruited from Tamil Nadu,
Okay.
and another was from Madhya Pradesh, UP, Rajasthan. So this is how they recruit people who they think they are vulnerable. So we monitor social media. That is one. Second, previously what was happening was a lot of calls were being made from jails.
Okay.
So we started monitoring that data and we shared it with the jail administration, and the amazing part has been that we are getting lot of tremendous support from the jail administration.
Okay.
And recently, once we have flagged it, once it came into their notice, there has been a substantial decrease
Okay.
in those calls and the relative crime on the field as well.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is how the special cell is contributing in nabbing the gangsters.
That was quite
Another point which I
interesting.
would like to add, maybe
Yeah.
see, gangsters, there is another thing which gangsters are doing. They are operating, so these are the two parts where they are operating from here. Then they are operating from abroad. So for that, we are trying to get in touch with Interpol. We are opening their RCNs. So that is one mode which we are using. Apart from that, what we are doing is we are trying to nab their financial sources.
Yes.
So that is what they breaks their back. Because
modus operandi.
yes, actually, what they are doing is because that is the prime reason they can operate sitting outside. If somebody is here who's helping them financially and who's the extortion rackets which are being run, so the money is getting transferred there. So some person is definitely sitting there. We are trying to identify those people and we are ensuring that we nab those people. So once that channel stops, of course the motivation comes down.
And we both units like Special
Yes.
Cell and Crime Branch have
Branch,
been
yeah.
successful in deporting them back.
Deporting
Yes,
them.
yes.
Yes. There have been many such successful operations basically
Yes.
that we witnessed, where you had many arrests of several gangs, accomplices, or say breaking the syndicate of certain such gangs that are operating from overseas. So yeah, that is true. सर सेकेंड क्वेश्चन आपसे पूछेंगे अबाउट वेरियस हीनियस क्राइम्स जो सिटी में होते हैं. देन देर आर लॉट ऑफ इंटरस्टेट एंड इंटरसिटी because this is Delhi, so there are a lot of other states also that share border with us. So what is crime branch's response to that kind of a syndicate, those kind of syndicates that have work, or say how do you handle these cases?
Yes, heinous cases में जैसा कि क्राइम ब्रांच का मैंडेट ही है, immediately the team swung into action because you see local police are stuck in various kind of arrangements, various kind of other engagements. So heinous cases, these specialized unit, especially the crime branch which is known as elite unit, इसका मैंडेट ही सबसे पहले ये है कि हीनस क्राइम रिपोर्ट होते ही, एंड आप देखिए कि 16 सेक्शंस हैं, 16 सेक्शन अक्रॉस द सिटी. वो इसीलिए है कि जिस भी सिटी में, जिस भी एरिया ऑफ सिटी में या फिर जिस भी डिस्ट्रिक्ट में क्राइम रिपोर्ट हो रहा है, सेम सेक्शन तो होंगी, अदर सेक्शंस हु आर स्पेशलाइज्ड इन द सम यूनिट इज स्पेशलाइज्ड इन some type of crime and criminals, some unit is specialized in other crime, so they swung into action immediately. और immediately जो केस को क्रैक करने का जो दिल्ली पुलिस का मोटो है, वो 2 डायमेंशन कवर करता है. नंबर 1 कि जिस विक्टिम फैमिली के साथ क्राइम हुआ, हीनस क्राइम, टू सम एक्सटेंट दिल्ली पुलिस को रिलीफ, जस्टिस जो है इमीडिएटली, सो दैट अगर वो टाइमली सॉल्व है एंड क्रिमिनल्स आर caught and sent behind the bar. And number 2, it sends a positive message also in society. If case is reported and that is solved within hours, then it's
and here I would like to add one thing. I'm sure Sanjay would agree. What is the benefit with the crime and cell is that केवल ये नहीं होता कि हम क्राइम को क्रैक करते हैं, वी कैरी आउट अ वेरी थॉरो इन्वेस्टिगेशन. एक्चुअली अगर हम जस्टिस की बात करते हैं तो क्रैक करना एक बात है, वो दिखने में परसेप्शन वाइज इट इज अ वेरी गुड थिंग कि 2 दिन में क्राइम क्रैक हो गया, आपने पकड़ लिया, बट अल्टीमेटली इट इज अ गुड इन्वेस्टिगेशन एंड a conviction. So with units like crime and special cell, because we have manpower like that, which is very good, and apart from that, local police के पास of course the time is an issue, constraints, other constraints हैं. We are specialized units specifically doing this job, so conviction rate is very high.
And we are supposed to take it to the logical end, which Pratiksha told that it should reach up to the conviction.
That's true.
Then only it serves the purpose of being called as specialized.
Exactly.
So investigation is the
like
key.
You see, crime branch alone solved more than 150 cases this year. 157 heinous cases, 45 murders, 72 attempt to murder cases, and 28 robbery cases, which was solved within hours, within 24 hours, 48 hours. That is the success story of crime branch. And 9 the sensational highlighted cases of extortion and firing calls.
Firing cases,
it was also solved by the crime branch.
That's true. There have been some recent crackdowns of special cell. Take us through some of those that have actually, where you have busted certain models and you have...
vis-a-vis organized crime, this has been a continuous exercise. So I wouldn't say that there has been any recent. I mean, of course, there will be many recents, but from the past 1, 2, 3 years, whenever a particular gang is rising, we try to break their back. So as of now, we have been there have been certain incidences and extortion calls from one Himanshu Bhau. So we have been nabbing, and there have been many cases which special cell crackdown. As far as terror you were saying, so there has been the one which I can share with you, has been one Al-Qaeda inspired module which was being run out of Ranchi, basically, but they have been carrying out their activities around the national capital region, and they were getting trained in Rajasthan. So that is one particular episode. We made 11 arrests this year, and if you remember, there has been a case in 2016 where one designated terrorist Abdul Rahman Katki, he is presently lodged in Jamshedpur jail. So he has been behind this, inspiring the module. Ranchi has a proximity. In fact, when I was there during the raids, I realized that yes, there is a decent amount of influence
over there.
Yes, over there. So this was a very, very good crackdown in terms of counter terror.
True, very true. So we just briefly touched on issues of, say, human trafficking and crimes against women and children while talking about the work of crime branch. So Getting a little more in details, can you tell us how are you securing the women and children in Delhi? Is there something specific that you carry out? There are certain initiatives that you are specifically looking into to ensure their safety?
Yes, there is a special unit called AHTU, Anti-Human Trafficking Unit. इसमें इस यूनिट में बेसिकली जो मेन मैंडेट और जो मिसिंग चिल्ड्रन रिकवर करने का, और इस यूनिट ने इस फील्ड में बहुत अच्छा काम किया है.
जी.
Rather, I would like to share on the Honorable High Court has praised this unit for tracing children.
That's
If we
wonderful.
talk about the data, you have more than 300 children who
Okay.
have been recovered by the crime branch AHT unit. Out of these 300, there are 156 minor girls.
Okay.
And one more thing which I wish to share here, the 18 habeas corpus were writ petition were filed in the Honorable High Court. Out of 18, 16 were recovered, 16 were traced this year.
Okay.
And the Honorable High Court praised this unit very much, and recently this got the ISO certificate as well.
Yes.
In this field, AHTU is doing marvelous work.
True. Absolutely true.
Apart from that, I mean, our district SPs and local polices, whenever, I'm sure you must have seen the
Yes,
difference.
yes,
As if
yes.
being a woman, you must have felt it. I feel it.
Yeah.
So the sensitization part has tremendously gone up.
Yes.
Like, you know, once earlier when, you know, our people were dealing with a woman, there was, I mean, you know, maybe lack of, there was a bit of indifference. But if you see now, if you go to a police station now, they are dealt on priority. You try it someday on your own. Walking,
I'll do that.
yeah.
I'll do
So
that.
walking, and you'll see the difference that there is a general sensitivity, and that has, I mean, you know, that briefing has gone down
Okay.
to the last man.
Okay.
That this is how you are supposed to deal with. That is one part. Second is regarding when woman is on the street or when it is on the metro. So there is patrolling which is there everywhere. So and then there are PCRs which are deployed. If there is a call, I mean, of course, our PCR is anyways doing very well. There is a timing; they'll reach within 5 minutes of the call. But however, when it is a call related to a woman, the sensitivity in general is very high. It is taken on the
it
priority.
reflects everywhere with regard to
That
women's
is
safety
true.
and security
Yes.
issues. It will reflect in PCR unit, it will reflect in traffic
Traffic
unit, it
unit,
will
everywhere.
reflect as told by Pratiksha in local police.
Yeah.
Nowadays in police station also, where she has claimed that you go and see, because that's sensitization courses
Yes.
again and again.
Yeah.
And the Delhi police priority, that is very much reflected in their working, in their
Yeah.
thoughts and in their actions.
That's true.
And women safety and security, that is
We
the
have, like, you know, students from our own families who are studying, the girls who are studying in DU, they will come and tell that, you know, the things have improved. They're not now scared whenever something is happening. They're not scared to go and tell it to a policeman. In fact, they look for somebody who's nearby if an incident happens.
Okay.
So that has been a tremendous change.
At least that fear perception has changed.
Yeah.
That they used to not approach police.
Delhi police is now, we can say, I mean, me being a woman officer, I can say it is a very woman friendly police. Yes.
Okay. That's good to know. Yes.
And our predecessors and our force has really contributed into
Definitely,
this.
yes.
Definitely.
It of
Definitely,
course
yeah.
has been a slow step by step process.
Yes, time and
Yes.
again.
Yes.
It has taken time, but it has given
It has
its
come up
fruits.
very
Yeah.
now.
Yes.
That's true. Sir, आपसे मैम ये पूछेंगे, दिस होल टेरर क्राइम नेक्सस जिसको मल्टीपल एजेंसीज देख रही हैं, देयर आर मेनी वांटेड, वी जस्ट मेंशन्ड a few minutes ago कि there are many wanted by multiple agencies and
Yes.
internationally they are running this network and they are posing threat to the country, national security. So how are we, what are the things that we are doing to secure the national capital, especially against such kind of dreadful not gangsters but terrorists rather?
See, when you are, terror is one part where as we discussed,
You
I have not
mentioned, yes.
mentioned this particular case which I can speak of. Apart from that, I have my limitations in speaking about
Agreed.
that part. But terror, when we are saying terror gangster nexus, yes, I can definitely speak. इसमें क्या होता है, नेक्सस कैसे बना है, पहले हम ये समझने की कोशिश करते हैं. जनरली ये नेक्सस बना है जेल से, क्योंकि साथ में लॉन्च्ड होते हैं, तो वहाँ पे एक दूसरे से जानकारी हो जाती है. एंड दैट्स व्हेन द टेररिस्ट रियलाइज दैट ए गैंगस्टर कैन बी ऑफ immense help to them in securing the local logistics. राइट, वहाँ से टेरर गैंगस्टर का नेक्सस बनना शुरू होता है. तो जैसे इनको छोटे छोटे कोई गाड़ी चाहिए, कहीं वेपन एक जगह से दूसरी जगह डिलीवरी करवानी है, गैंगस्टर का डायरेक्ट कोई रोल किसी टेरर एक्ट में डायरेक्ट पर से रोल आएगा, मुश्किल है कहना. लेकिन जो ये इस तरह की लॉजिस्टिक्स प्रोवाइड करने में हेल्प होती है, ये काफ़ी हो सकती है. गैंगस्टर्स को इसका क्या फ़ायदा है? गैंगस्टर्स को अगर जैसे बाहर से वेपन्स लेने हों, फाइनेंशियल पार्ट इज़ अनदर थिंग विच इज़ टेकन केयर, पासपोर्ट्स बनवाने हों, बाहर निकलना हो, ये सब चीज़ें हैं जिसमें कि टेरर नेटवर्क से गैंगस्टर्स को हेल्प मिलती है. तो इस तरह से विन विन सिचुएशन. सो दे आर कोलैबोरेटिंग विद ईच अदर on these their mutual interests. So this is what is happening. अब उसके बाद हम क्या कर रहे हैं, जब टेरर लिंक से हमें किसी गैंगस्टर्स की ऐसे की जानकारी आती है, ऑफ कोर्स देन वी ट्रीट दैट पर्सन एज नॉट एज ए गैंगस्टर. फिर वो टेरर, बिकॉज सी दैट लाइन इज ब्रीच्ड, सो उसके बाद वो गैंगस्टर्स नहीं रह जाता है, तो वो भी टेररिस्ट बन जाता है. अभी बहुत सारे गैंगस्टर्स के ऐसे नाम आ रहे हैं जिन पे आपने देखा होगा यूएपीए लग रहा है. तो यूएपीए, जब बहुत जगह क्वेश्चन भी होता है कि यूएपीए गैंगस्टर्स पे क्यों लगाया गया, लेकिन इसकी वजह ये होती है कि जब आप पीछे एक पूरा नेटवर्क प्रोवाइड कर रहे हो, सो देन ऑफ कोर्स यू आर ब्रीचिंग दैट लाइन. सो दैट इज वेयर दिस इज हाउ द नेटवर्क इज ऑपरेटिंग. नाउ व्हाट वी आर डूइंग एज एन एजेंसी, एज स्पेशल सेल, एक हमारा काम है बाकी सारी एजेंसीज के साथ तालमेल रखना. सो वी आर विद आवर सिस्टर एजेंसीज, we share informations, we carry out operations as well wherever needed. हम उनके साथ करते हैं. दूसरा है, when we are talking about national capital region, then we are not just talking about Delhi police. हमें दूसरी, अब जब यूपी पुलिस भी आ गई, हरियाणा पुलिस भी आ गई है, राजस्थान पुलिस भी साथ में. So we have maintained a very good network with these police as well. एक हमारा एक MHA का प्लेटफॉर्म है मैक, मल्टी एजेंसी सेंटर, उसका बहुत अच्छा इस्तेमाल होता है. उस पर इंफॉर्मेशन हम शेयर कर सकते हैं, वो इंफॉर्मेशन बाकी जगह जाती है. सो वी मेक यूज़ ऑफ दैट इंफॉर्मेशन एज वेल एज वी शेयर, जो हमारे पास इंफॉर्मेशन है वो हम इनके साथ शेयर करते हैं. एंड दैट्स हाउ, जो एक पहले अक्सर आया करता था कि एक जगह से दूसरी जगह इंफॉर्मेशन शेयरिंग नहीं होती और उसकी वजह से इंसिडेंट्स हो जाते हैं. अब इंसिडेंट्स होते नहीं हैं, रुकते हैं. और आई कोट यू फ्यू एग्जांपल्स. अगर आपने पीछे हुआ था कि देयर वाज वन पर्टिकुलर कॉमेडियन हु वाज टारगेटेड बाय अ पर्टिकुलर गैंग, राइट? सो दैट वाज अ very good case of information sharing among the agencies as well as among state police. State police and Delhi police. So that's how we worked. There have been multiple instances where we have shared information with Haryana and UP police as well, and it is vice versa. True. So that is the local part where it is. When it comes to gangsters who are sitting outside, so again we have to, because we being a state police, we have to go through MHA and with our sister agencies. So we are approaching them, and again they are in fact there have been instances where FBI has also been on board. They have also been helping us. So international agencies are also helping us in securing, extraditing, and locating them. Yes.
And they have been more supportive as compared to earlier, that we noticed as readers or so, that all the multi agencies that are working together on the multiple cases, I think the support and the logistics and many more things that are involved over here, that there is much more support from their end, the international agencies, I suppose.
International, generally they are supportive. Yes.
Sir, one subject that we haven't touched upon, which is cybercrime, जिसे आप supervise भी कर रहे हैं presently in the crime branch. So cyber crime also, to some extent, and maybe at a larger extent I should say, has been affecting the citizens. And what are the cases, or say what is the graph that you saw that is increasing, and how are you countering the same?
Cybercrime, of course, as you said, larger extent. And I also mentioned in my initial talk with you कि ऑर्गेनाइज्ड क्राइम के जो ट्रेडिशनल फॉर्म ऑफ क्राइम्स हैं
वो
शिफ्ट हो गए हैं और मोस्ट वल्नरेबल फॉर्म में साइबर क्राइम में आया है. इस और क्यों इसको मैं ऑर्गेनाइज्ड क्राइम के फॉर्म में बोल रहा हूँ, क्योंकि इट स्टार्ट्स फ्रॉम किड to
हाँ.
old aged person.
जी.
It starts from home to government level.
जी.
So cyber criminals have attacked not only the individual but also the family, the government, the
Yeah.
system as well.
Yes, they have.
So in that way it becomes the topmost priority nowadays.
हम्म.
दो जो AI जो ऑटोमेटेड जो जिस तरह से डिजिटल वर्ल्ड की तरफ हम जा रहे हैं और AI का जो टूल हम लीगल एनफोर्सिंग एजेंसीज के लिए भी एक
Yeah.
तरह से है, वो उतना ही वेपन भी है वो उन लोगों के हाथों
True,
में भी.
true, true.
तो इन टोटलिटी इफ यू सी तो ये मेजर चैलेंज, इट इज़ द बिगेस्ट चैलेंज बिफोर द लीगल एनफोर्सिंग एजेंसीज एज वेल.
जी.
तो उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से बीइंग TCP साइबर आई कैन से कि जो टीम्स काम कर रही हैं,
हम्म.
नो डाउट वो बहुत अच्छे से सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट का जो पोर्टल बना है
जी.
उसमें भी इंडिविजुअल और जो पब्लिक है वो रिपोर्ट कर सकती है.
जी.
दिल्ली पुलिस हैज़ कम अप वेरी वेल लाइक एस्टेब्लिशिंग पुलिस स्टेशन, डेडिकेटेड साइबर पुलिस स्टेशन
या.
इन ईच एंड एवरी डिस्ट्रिक्ट.
या.
और साइबर यूनिट्स जो अपने अवेलेबल रिसोर्सेज और जो भी टेक्निकल एडवांसमेंट है उनके साथ पूरा कर रही है. लेकिन सबसे ज़्यादा जो ज़रूरी है
हम्म.
उसमें जैसे नाउअडेज जो रिंग टोन आप देख रहे हैं, कॉलर ट्यून, टेली कम्युनिकेशंस डिपार्टमेंट वो भी उन्होंने जो किया है, थैंकफुल वी आर थैंकफुल टू, क्योंकि दिस सजेशन वाज आल्सो बाय द लीगल एनफोर्सिंग एजेंसीज, क्योंकि जितने भी एड हम बना रहे होते हैं या
जी.
जितने भी एडवर्टाइजमेंट जिस तरह से जिस भी फॉर्म में जा रहे होते
जी.
हैं, बट दिस इज़ द बेस्ट वे जो सब लोग जान सकते हैं. तो
हम्म.
अवेयरनेस इज़ द बिगेस्ट जिसको कहें टूल
या.
या फिर सबसे अच्छा वे आउट है
जी.
जो लोगों, क्योंकि अगर मेरी टीम कुछ कर रही होगी तो वो कुछ केस क्रैक कर रही होगी,
हम्म.
इनकी टीम कुछ देख रही होगी तो वो केस है जो इनको रिपोर्ट हुए.
जी.
बट देर आर मतलब मल्टीपल केसेस या मैक्सिमम केसेस विच हैज़ नॉट बीन रिपोर्टेड,
हम्म.
क्योंकि वो कुछ किसी के साथ साइबर फ्रॉड हुआ
हम्म.
और वो रिपोर्ट नहीं किए, डिग्निटी अपनी सोच के, या फिर उनको लगेगा कि हम हमारे बारे में भी ये सोचेंगे, सो कॉल्ड इंटेलेक्चुअल्स या फिर जो भी वो क्लास, उसमें लगेगा कि हम भी फ्रॉड, हमारे साथ भी फ्रॉड हो गया इसलिए नहीं रिपोर्ट किया, या किसी के लिए इट वाज टीनी अमाउंट उन्होंने नहीं रिपोर्ट किया. बट काफ़ी जो ये साइबर क्राइम का फॉर्म है उसमें सबसे ज़्यादा ज़रूरी एक्शन पार्ट पे तो टीम कर ही रही है.
जी.
अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम्स आर ऑल्सो ऑर्गेनाइज्ड बाय दी दिल्ली पुलिस एंड
Yes.
द क्राइम ब्रांच एज वेल. तो उसमें रादर थ्रू दिस टॉक अवेयरनेस ही एक सबसे बड़ा, अगर
जी.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि वे आउट है,
हम्म.
तो लोग इस बारे में जाने, क्योंकि सेफ्टी, साइबर क्राइम सब जान रहे हैं बट साइबर
जी,
सेफ्टी के
safety,
फॉर्म में ये
yeah.
नहीं जान रहे कि भाई ही और शी शुड बी अवेयर ऑफ दिस
That's
फैक्ट
true.
कि साइबर क्राइम इज टेकिंग प्लेस इन द फॉर्म ऑफ दिस कॉल्स, दिस टाइप ऑफ.
That's true. That's true. So, हाँ, उन्हें cyber, that is absolutely right, because उन्हें cyber various kinds of cyber crime पता चल जा रहा है.
हाँ.
But
OTP, अब
Yeah.
like I got to know from one class 1 officer कि उनको उनके ही फ्रेंड की व्हाट्सएप से एक मैसेज आता है कि हाँ मेरे से जो कोड है ना तुमको गलती से मैसेज चला गया, वो मुझे
Okay.
काइंडली भेज दो.
okay,
एंड ही शेयर्ड इट विद हिम एंड इट वाज हैक्ड
it was that, yeah.
immediately. they मतलब
Every day there are
हाँ.
new ways of
Yes.
cyber fraud, and the only thing is, you just need to be kind of aware and vigilant.
विजिलेंट.
Yeah, not just aware, because बहुत बार होता है कि हम, जैसे अब आजकल क्या हुआ, मीडिया में बहुत आ रहा था डिजिटल किडनैपिंग, सो आप
डिजिटल अरेस्ट.
डिजिटल
Digital
अरेस्ट,
arrest,
तो
yeah.
आप बहुत टाइम से, सो पीपल आर नाउ अवेयर अबाउट इट, बट
Yeah.
देन देयर इज अनदर फॉर्म.
Okay.
बीच में सेक्सटॉर्शन बहुत ज़्यादा था,
Yes,
बहुत ज़्यादा.
बहुत
इनफैक्ट
ज़्यादा था.
जितना मेवात नू वाला जो पार्ट है वहाँ से जो बेस्ड क्राइम था वो उसी तरह का था.
जी.
देन पीपल स्टार्टेड गेटिंग अवेयर ऑफ दैट. उसके बाद OTP वाला फ्रॉड हुआ.
Yes.
देन अब वो OTP वाला जो पीपल विल मेक योर प्रोफाइल एंड देन दे विल जस्ट कीप स्टार्ट सेंडिंग यू मैसेजेस किसी दूसरे की प्रोफाइल हैक करके.
Yeah.
People became aware of that. आजकल वो क्या करते हैं, if somebody will send something to me by your name, I'll just give you a call and I'll ask. Then there is another third form of new cyber fraud. So उसके बारे में it is just the vigilant
Yeah.
part which will help.
That's true.
अगर इस तरह का कुछ भी suspicious लग रहा है, so please cross verify.
Cross check,
Mm.
yeah.
That is the
That's
only way.
And don't hide it, just
Mm.
share it.
Yeah.
Because you must have heard about that quote, stitch in time saves 9.
That's true. That's true. So yes, we've had this. We had a varied topics to discuss, from cybercrime to human trafficking to organized crime, and yes, very interestingly, you have put cybercrime also somewhere. You know, it is a part of organized crime. Well, it is, certainly is. So thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us and discussing the safety of Delhi citizens. And Delhi police has been relentlessly working, especially these two agencies, the crime branch and special cell, have been relentlessly working to keep Delhi safe. And we wanted to therefore, you know, share thoughts with you and discuss on what all things that are happening that is keeping Delhi safe. Thank you so much for talking to us.
It was a pleasure talking to you, Shula.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.